Have you ever wondered how the architectural landscape of New York came to be? Our journey begins in the 17th century during the Dutch colonial period. The architectural style of the time reflected the simplicity and functionality of the Dutch. Their houses were low and broad with steeply pitched roofs and small shuttered windows. As we move into the 18th century, Georgian architecture started to make its mark on the city. The grandeur of this style was a stark contrast to the modest Dutch designs. Georgian architecture was defined by its symmetry, with evenly spaced windows and central doors. It was an echo of the city's growing wealth and confidence. But this was just the beginning. The architectural landscape of New York was set to evolve further, driven by the city's diverse cultural influences and its rapid growth. The early architectural styles of New York were a reflection of the city's diverse cultural influences and its rapid growth. As New York entered the 19th century, a new wave of architectural styles swept the city. The city began to embrace Neoclassical and Gothic revival architecture, two styles that were becoming increasingly popular during this period. The Neoclassical style, with its grand columns and elaborate friezes, harkened back to the glory days of ancient Greece and Rome, symbolizing both power and permanence. On the other hand, Gothic revival, with its pointed arches and intricate ornamentation, sought to recreate the grandeur and spirituality of medieval Europe. These styles were more than just an aesthetic choice. They were a reaction to the rapid industrialization of New York City. As factories sprouted up and the city skyline began to change, there was a longing for a return to the grandeur of ancient civilizations. These architectural styles provided a sense of familiarity and stability amidst the rapid changes brought about by industrialization. Not only did these styles reflect a desire for stability, but they also symbolized New York's growing ambitions. The grandeur and opulence of these buildings mirrored the city's rise as a global power. The ornate details and imposing facades were a testament to New York's wealth and influence. The 19th century saw New York's architecture become more ornate and ambitious, mirroring the city's rise as a global power. As we move forward in our exploration of New York's architectural history, we'll see how these styles laid the foundation for the city's iconic skyline. The late 19th and early 20th centuries marked a turning point in New York's architectural history. As the city's population surged, architects and engineers began to look skyward, searching for solutions to accommodate the city's growth. Thus, the era of skyscrapers was born. The Beaux-Arts style, characterized by its grandeur and attention to detail, made its mark during this period. This style, steeped in European tradition, was adapted and reimagined in New York, resulting in buildings that were not only tall, but also aesthetically pleasing. Technological advancements played a key role in this architectural revolution. Innovations such as the elevator and steel framing allowed buildings to reach unprecedented heights. These technological leaps were not just functional, they also symbolized the city's progress and ambition. The Flatiron Building, completed in 1902, is one such example. Its unique triangular shape and steel framework made it a standout addition to the city's skyline. Just over a decade later, the Woolworth Building soared even higher, reaching 57 stories. Dubbed the Cathedral of Commerce, its Gothic-inspired design demonstrated that skyscrapers could be both practical and beautiful. These iconic structures were more than just buildings. They were symbols of New York's relentless drive towards the future. The birth of skyscrapers was not just about constructing taller buildings, it was about pushing the boundaries of what was architecturally possible. The birth of skyscrapers forever changed New York's skyline and cemented its status as a city of innovation. New York's architecture isn't the city's only claim to fame. Its residents, too, have played a significant role in shaping its identity. Among them, the athletes and scientists stand out, their achievements and influence resonating within and beyond the city's steel and concrete contours. Let's begin with the athletes. New York is home to numerous sports legends who have not only excelled in their respective fields, but also contributed to the city's vibrancy. Babe Ruth, the iconic baseball player who played for the New York Yankees, is one such example. His phenomenal career and larger-than-life personality left an indelible mark on the city. More recently, athletes like Serena Williams, who resides in New York, continue to inspire with their prowess and dedication. But it's not just athletes who've left their mark on New York. The city also houses some of the world's most brilliant minds in the realm of science. Consider the contributions of individuals like Richard Feynman, a Nobel laureate in physics who was born and raised in Far Rockaway, Queens. His groundbreaking work on quantum mechanics and particle physics has had a profound impact on our understanding of the universe. Furthermore, the city's universities and research institutions attract scientists from around the globe. Among them is Jennifer Doudna, co-recipient of the 2020 Nobel Prize in Chemistry for the development of CRISPR-Cas9 genetic scissors. A frequent visitor and collaborator with New York-based institutions, Doudna's work exemplifies the city's role as a global hub for scientific research and innovation. New York's athletes and scientists, like its architects, continually push boundaries, striving for excellence and innovation. Their stories interweave with the city's architectural narrative, contributing to the rich tapestry that makes New York a truly unique metropolis. Their achievements not only echo within the city's towering skyscrapers, but also reverberate around the world, amplifying New York's influence on a global scale. In the mid-20th century, New York's architecture underwent another significant transformation. Indeed, the cityscape started to showcase a new wave of design philosophy, the modern and postmodern architectural styles. These styles were a radical departure from the ornate and intricate designs of the past, favoring instead minimalism, functionality, and irregular, often playful forms. Let's first delve into modern architecture, a style that emerged in the first half of the 20th century. It was a movement defined by a break from the past, embracing new materials like steel, concrete, and glass, and an affinity for clean lines and simplistic forms. A shining example of this style is the Guggenheim Building. Designed by Ludwig Mies van der Rohe, this bronze-clad skyscraper is the epitome of less is more. Its bronze exterior and glass windows present a sleek and unadorned facade, reflecting the modernist principle of form follows function. As we transition into the latter half of the 20th century, postmodern architecture begins to rise. This style is an evolution and in some ways a reaction to modernism. Postmodern architects felt that modern buildings, with their strict adherence to functionality, could sometimes feel cold and impersonal. Thus, they sought to reintroduce ornamentation and historical references, albeit in a playful and often ironic manner. Take, for instance, the Guggenheim Museum. This Frank Lloyd Wright masterpiece is a striking example of postmodern architecture. Its spiraling form and the free-flowing interior space break from the rigid grid-like structure common in modernist design. It's a building that doesn't shy away from making a bold and dramatic statement, encapsulating the postmodern ethos of challenging conventions and expectations. In essence, the arrival of modern and postmodern architecture in New York represented a shift towards experimentation, novelty, and a break from tradition. These styles brought a new level of creativity and innovation to the city's architectural landscape, cementing New York's status as a global hub for architectural design and innovation. Modern and postmodern architecture brought a new level of creativity and innovation to New York's architectural landscape. From the simple designs of the Dutch colonial period to the towering skyscrapers of the 20th century, New York's architecture tells the story of a city in constant evolution. We've journeyed together from the birth of New York architecture, witnessing the city's humble beginnings as it emerged from the Dutch colonial era. We then saw the rise of Neoclassical and Gothic revival architecture, styles that still resonate in the city's aesthetic identity today. Our journey took us to the birth of skyscrapers, an architectural revolution that forever changed the city's skyline and the world. We concluded with an exploration of modern and postmodern architecture, observing how these movements have shaped New York's architectural landscape, making it a melting pot of styles, ideas, and innovation. As we marvel at the city's architectural past, we also look forward to its future, anticipating the new directions it will take. The history of New York's architecture is a testament to the city's resilience, ambition, and endless capacity for reinvention. New York's architecture isn't just about buildings. It's also about the attractions that draw millions of visitors each year, each a testament to the city's architectural prowess and its ability to create spaces that resonate with people from all walks of life. Let's start with the Statue of Liberty. A gift from France, this iconic symbol of freedom stands tall in New York Harbor. Its copper facade and towering torch have welcomed immigrants and visitors for over a century. The statue, a marvel of engineering and artistry, is a testament to the city's rich immigrant history and a symbol of its enduring values. Next, we move to Central Park, an urban oasis in the heart of Manhattan. More than just a park, it's a masterpiece of landscape architecture. From the winding paths to the serene lakes, Central Park is a testament to the city's commitment to providing a respite from the hustle and bustle, a place where nature and architecture coexist in harmony. Then there's Times Square, known as the crossroads of the world. This bustling hub with its towering digital billboards and neon lights is a testament to the city's love for spectacle and innovation. It's one of the world's most visited tourist attractions, and it's easy to see why. Times Square is a place where architecture, technology, and culture meet, creating a sensory experience that's quintessentially New York. These attractions and many more make New York a city like no other. They're monuments to the city's architectural prowess, symbols of its storied past and vibrant present. And as we look to the future, we can only imagine what new architectural marvels New York will create, continuing its legacy as a city of endless reinvention.